Trying to look in the reflection to see if it's recording. It is! So, I have problems because the tape I used didn't work on these. And I'm including this just so you can see why the background looks like a mess. But I'll fix it eventually. I think I'm gonna get everything, oh my god. Okay. Forgot to start my audio. But I just gotta reprint. I think I'm gonna reprint it maybe better. And then maybe actually find a way to frame it and stop being cheap. Because my tattoo room is probably about to face a similar issue. But this is like, the photo paper bends this way, so they just like pulled right off the wall. So that's the only thing my room at the tattoo shop has going for it. Okay, but now the background is more filled up. They'll probably fall in the middle of me talking because they don't want to be up right now. Which I understand, because I don't know if I want to be up either. But that's how you exist in the world. Oh, this one's crooked. Yeah, that one's definitely more crooked than the others, but I'll just leave it. I got me some root beer. Just put that in the background. I'm also like still doubting that this is recording, so I'm just gonna check again because there's an obstacle course to get to look. So what happened was, I'm still kind of a bum. Okay, I won't talk bad about myself. I probably will. I'm still struggling to get into the habit of like filming and uploading videos. I have a couple more filmed than my previous like I'm back video, but it's been like a month since I posted that. But tonight oh my gosh, excuse me. It's the root beer. What if I have food in my teeth? Cool. Anyway, tonight I felt a burst of energy of like, I feel motivated to edit these videos and then upload them. But the last video, I've got 2 videos like ready to edit. One of them's hanging these things on the wall, which I'm like, is that even worth editing now? But I think I still like them. I don't know if it's worth it to like edit that video now. I might anyway because I'm talking about the art and stuff, blah blah blah. And then the other one I'm just talking about nose jewelry, and I talked for like almost an hour, and I'm sure I could edit it down, but I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to talk about tattoos, and I saw on my recommended like feed on YouTube, Treacle Tats, she was like looking at like Amazon tattoo machine reviews, like looking at the pictures. What if this is too close? I'm always so distracted. Okay, now it's like not right up underneath. But anyway, so I didn't watch the video. I haven't been watching too much because I'm like, I want to be a tattoo creator. I don't want to steal ideas. Here I am. This isn't like the most like innovative concept, I think, even when she started doing it, but whatever. That's what gave me the idea to film this right now. I want to start filming more tattoo content. Like, most of my focus is probably about tattoos nowadays, even though I still will probably like edit that nose jewelry video and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling on and on. Yeah, we're gonna just like scroll through tattoo machine reviews and like talk about the pictures, I guess. Like, I'm gonna try to hopefully find some good things to react to. I don't know what to expect. It's been a while since I looked this up, I think when she first started posting those videos. Excuse me, but I'm gonna restart the camera, that way I got a full 30 minutes, and then we'll get going. Okay, I really genuinely have no idea what to expect. Let me just turn my screen recording on. Man, it's been a minute since I did a reaction. I don't have makeup on, but I still look cute. Okay, I really just typed in tattoo machine kit on Amazon. And, yeah, I'm just gonna go in. I feel like I didn't do a very good intro. Oh my god, I didn't do my intro at all. I gotta cut it before. I'm gonna cut it before. Okay. Hello friends, it's Candace and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be going through Amazon tattoo machine kit something. Basically, I'm gonna be reacting to Amazon tattoo machine reviews and seeing what all these like home tattoo people are putting out there. If you don't know, I'm a tattoo artist and piercing enthusiast, so that's mainly what my channel is about. Sometimes I do hair. There was a time where I cleaned my room. Maybe we'll get one of those again. I don't know. But so you can expect a lot of randomness from me, and definitely comment down below if you have any requests of what you want to see from me. But anyway, I've rambled long enough. Let me get into this because, yeah, I'm a rambler. Okay, I'm just gonna click, well, the first one's sponsored, so let me skip the sponsored one and go to bestseller. Because it has 4.3 stars and 2,680 reviews. Man, I don't know if it's gonna be like good stuff or like bad stuff. Oh my gosh, it's at a discount. Oh my god, I gotta block out anything related to my address. It looks like it comes with the machine, a power supply, gloves, inks, and some cartridges, stencil paper. And it looks like it has the stuff people use for the grip. What is that called? The Scentsy wrap stuff? But it doesn't have like a clip cord cover, which is like arguably more important. But at least it has like that grip tape stuff. But anyway, it looks like it comes with like, there's a bunch of different options from the same brand. But anyway, let's find the reviews. How do you find reviews? Did I pass it? Okay, blah, blah, blah. I definitely passed it, right? Okay, I'm scared. I don't know what I'm going to be looking at. Okay, reviews with images. Let's click that. This product was very easy to assemble. About 10 minutes after I got it in the mail, I pulled it out of the box and I started using it, and it worked pretty good. The ink stays good if you use it right. I've never tattooed before, and like I said, very easy to assemble and easy to use. It's a rotary. There's nothing really to assemble besides plugging it in, but okay. Do recommend buying more fake skin because the one it comes with is kind of small and it's addicting, so you'll need more. Fair. At least they're using fake skin. It's not on a person. Makes me feel better. Now, like, even if you're not tattooing on a person, like if it's just fake skin, I feel like if you want to keep your machine and your equipment and workstation clean, you should still like wrap everything and like wrap your machine and wrap your cord, because you're literally could get ink everywhere, and you will get ink everywhere because that's what happens, especially when you're new and you're like less organized. But let's like zoom in. Honestly, I can't say that my first tattoo on fake skin was much better, to be honest, because fake skin, first of all, it's scary to hold a tattoo machine for the first time. Like, it's harder than it looks to like make a straight line. And I'm definitely not an expert. Like, I'm only a brand new tattoo artist. I've been tattooing for like a year and a half at this point. But still, I definitely understand the struggle of trying to get straight lines. All of these designs are way too small for an actual tattoo anyway, from what I can see. Like, I guess it's not that bad, but like these eyes on, what is this Pokemon up here? Like, the eyes are too small. Like, that's just going to turn into a black blob. The crown is like, oh my gosh. They really struggled like getting their lines straight. and then when they tried to go over it, oh my gosh. And when they tried to go over it, they didn't like aim for the same spot. So I feel like that's the whole point of like practicing on fake skin. Like, don't do a bunch of like little dinky designs. Maybe you can start with like really small dinky designs, but like give yourself something. I'm not giving advice on how to tattoo. I think you should, if you want to learn how to tattoo, learn from a mentor. But you're not going to learn how to tattoo with a bunch of dinky little like wiggly lines. But I definitely think like my first experiences on fake skin were probably similar. Okay, let's do this one. As you can tell, not finished, but for my third tat, not too bad and easy. I'm reading that. Not too bad and easy to hold pen helped tremendously. Did they do it on themselves? The only thing about like that I don't think I could tattoo my arms, just because like if you don't know, when you do a tattoo, you're supposed to stretch the skin with one hand in whatever manner, and then you tattoo with the other, whichever, if you're right-handed or left-handed. But so if you're trying to tattoo this, it's kind of hard to stretch. I've heard some people like use their thighs to like squeeze the skin, and that stretches it enough. I don't know. The thing that's hard about tattooing yourself is you can't change the angle. So like there's only so much you can change, like a person sitting there's angle. You can move around them, adjust yourself. You can't really move them as much as you might want. Like you can move a piece of paper easily. You can't move a person that easily. But when you tattoo someone else, you're able to like move around to get the best angle for yourself to do a good tattoo. So if you're tattooing yourself ever, your tattoo, even if you're the best tattoo artist out there, it's very likely that your tattoo, you're gonna have like some automatic setbacks, even if you're the best of the best. You're not gonna be able to hold your tattoo machine the way you like really want to. I don't know, that's my experience tattooing myself. But yeah, these lines look bad. They don't look, especially like right there. I guess this is, he said, is his third tattoo ever, so I don't know if they're counting the original line work, because it looks to me like there's like some lines that are healed maybe like a couple weeks or something, and then they're still like healing, like they're still got that shiny phase going on, and then they're going back in for this like all the stuff that looks like a slightly more reddish tone, because that's just irritation in the skin. You can tell that the person didn't stretch the skin very well, and that's why they're having so much trouble getting like their lines to be smooth. And I feel like there's too much redness like within the ink. Like you can tell it's not a solid black line, and you can tell that with the stuff that's like almost healed, that it looks very like maybe like a dark gray at best. Like these lines are not solid black. Even if they were past the shiny stage, they'd probably look worse. And then you can tell that these new lines, they didn't really learn much. They're not changing that much. They still have the similar issue of unable to stretch the skin properly, if they even know that they're supposed to be stretching the skin to get the needle in good. I don't know. Tattooing is really hard, but also you should take the steps to... Man, the soda was not the best move. Oh my god. Excuse me. But I think, especially if you're going to be tattooing yourself or trying to tattoo others, at least take the steps to learn the basics. Definitely practice on fake skin. I don't know that you necessarily have to use fake skin for a super long time, because there's only so much you can learn on fake skin. But you can at least use the fake skin till you're better at pulling a straight line, pulling a clean line, things like that. You learn how to use the machine on the fake skin. I was on fake skin for like 3 or 4 months before I even tattooed real skin, which my first tattoo was on myself. But, so not to say that you need to like be on fake skin for longer, but especially if you don't have a mentor to like help you, someone who actually knows what they're doing for tattooing, I would suggest stick to fake skin as long as you can and actually learn. Pretend like it's real skin. Try to stretch it. Because this tattoo looks bad. I feel like that was so mean, but like it's objectively not well done. Anyway, let's go to the next picture. Ooh, looks sore. Okay, let's see what it says. 4 stars. I think this is a very good beginner machine. The power supply works really well, but the fake skin is so bad. Does not hold a stencil and is very thin. So most fake skins kind of struggle holding a stencil. I guess the fake skin they gave me when I was learning, it was one of the thin ones. Like, it was kind of like cheap crap. But like I said, like, you don't really learn a tattoo on the fake skin. It's so different from real skin. The fake skin is so you can learn how to do a straight line. I always struggled getting solid black on the fake skin because the fake skin, especially like the cheap crap, I think the owner bought some like fake skin on Amazon, because you really don't need something super expensive. If you're just learning, like, your tattoos aren't going to be great anyway. I figure don't waste your money on a really, really good quality fake skin when you're literally just gonna doodle dookie tattoos on it that are your first tattoos. Like, you saw that one previous, maybe, I mean, like, if I edit this tonight, I definitely won't, I don't know if I have a picture of my first tattoos. Maybe I do on my phone somewhere. But, like, your lines aren't going to be good. The tattoos aren't going to be good. The designs are probably going to be lame. You're probably only doing line work. Like, the thin, flimsy stuff is what you want. What I would do when I was doing fake skin is those, like, really thin ones, I taped one down, and that was kind of like the cushion, and I left that one there. I mean, I had to reset up every time, but that would be my, like, backboard one, and I would just always replace the top one and tattoo a new one on top, so that I had that, like, extra. And something about the extra cushion, like, it makes it feel a little more like real skin than just, like, a hard surface underneath or something like that. But yeah, people frequently struggle having a stencil stay on fake skin. Some people use, like, Sharpies instead. It's just the nature of it, but it's kind of, like, beneficial, because not all the time are you going to be able to get a stencil to stay very well on a person, because they might sweat, they might have put too much lotion on before, and, like, even when you try to, like, scrub their skin really good, wipe it with alcohol, like, 4 times, sometimes people's skin just don't take the stencil very well, and you'll be, like, just starting your tattoo, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this super detailed tattoo, and my stencil is wiping away, like, before my eyes, and, like, you spend the whole tattoo just chasing the stencil. I don't know if it's just me that struggles with that, but I've heard it, I think, before, that, like, sometimes you just get, like, someone's skin just doesn't like the stencil stuff. Whether it's, like, the lotion, they had, like, 7 layers of lotion on, you only wiped off 4, like, you didn't realize they still had that layer, or the client could be sweaty, the client could have, like, been, like, just healed a sunburn, you didn't realize, and now all that, like, peely skin is peeling off in the middle of your tattoo, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, they didn't even look like they had a sunburn, but they have this peely skin. Maybe just dry skin in general, like, not skin that was never exfoliated, and now you're exfoliating the skin and wiping your stencil right off. So, like, the stencil fading off the fake skin is kind of good practice to, like, get used to things like that, I feel like. But I would definitely, if you're putting a stencil on fake skin, I would put it on, like, whatever the right way is, and just, like, let it sit overnight. I would always put my stencil on the day before and then tattoo it the next day, because that gives it enough time to, like, dry fully and actually stain it. Because even when you tattoo people, like, I feel like if it's a really complicated or intricate design, like, you want to let it sit for a good, like, 10 minutes sometimes. You want to really let it dry and stain the skin, so if it does wipe off, hopefully the skin is still stained. But anyway, let's look at this tattoo. So they didn't show a fake skin tattoo. I guess it just sucked so bad they were like, oh, gotta practice on myself. But anyway, I'm being shady. They clearly could have used the fake skin a little bit more because their line work sucks. Am I being too mean? Like, should this be like more lighthearted? But this is just horrible. Like, this, if a tattoo artist did this, oh my gosh, like if I did this, it would look so much better. I don't know if this is supposed to be a particular type of flower. I'm being so mean. But like, look at how thick, look at how thick that line is. Just because, like, that other person did probably, they tried to like clean up a line that wasn't as solid or that was like wobblier. Which is weird that you wouldn't just go with your like mistake line because it's like an organic shape. I don't know what kind of mistake they made that they felt the need to just thicken up that one part. A lot of these lines in the middle look like they're not really in there. Like they're gonna have that, like, they're either gonna completely fall out or they'll have that light look that the previous tattoo had where it just looks kind of like scratchy, like literally a scratcher tattoo. The shading is kind of, it could be better. I feel like, I don't know, I have imposter syndrome and I think, I'm like, am I even better than this? But I know how to do lines better than this. At least a little. But like, and then this middle, if it's not already, it's either gonna like scab up. It looks really overworked. It looks really sore. It looks like all the black is gonna either fall out, or if it doesn't, probably within a year, it'll just be one big black blob in the middle that's like not even a circle for some reason. So they probably could have spent more time on fake skin, more time drawing it. They could have, I don't know, used a thicker line. I feel like when you're first starting, thicker lines are easier to smooth out than like really thin lines because you can see every little wobble in a thin line. But thicker lines are a little more forgiving. But then if you do a blowout on a thicker line, or like if you take too long to move your needle, that thick line is going to be even thicker. So maybe if you want to try on the smaller one, maybe that will be easier to cover up because the lines won't be as thick and bold. Oh, is this the same person? Yeah, okay, this is the fake skin. Okay, so this is their drawing. So their drawing from the start needs some work. Like before, like when you stencil a tattoo, you can perfect the, like, this is the before. This is the time where you can redraw and redraw and redraw. And that's what tattoo apprentices do. They redraw things, they draw things over and over again. They get a book of tattoo outlines, they trace till their lines are clean, their lines touch, don't touch, they're straight, single pass. Like, you just trace and trace and trace to get better at line work. And this is like, they didn't even feel like redoing their original design to make it more clean from the start. My worst tattoos are the ones that I feel like I didn't have as good of a game plan. Tattooing is hard. Like, there's a huge learning curve. You know, everyone has good days and bad days, but like, my worst tattoos are the ones that my outline, my stencil wasn't as good as it could have been. I don't know. I feel like I'm like throwing myself under the bus, but like, it's the truth. Like, try harder from the start. Make your stencil as clean and good as it can be, and then that's setting yourself up for success during the tattoo. Try your best. And this tattoo's kind of cute. You can still see, like, they're struggling with lines. Like, once I got to this point, I would probably be like, let me just buy more fake skin, because this is clearly not working too good. Like, this isn't very good. Yeah, that's not. None of the lines are straight. I guess, I don't know if these cherries are on the back side, like maybe it's blown out, because I don't know why it looks so faded, or if they just tried shading. I don't know. Yeah, some of these lines are kind of scary. But it's for practice. Like, it's for practice. And why would you tattoo yourself if this is what your practice is looking like recently? I'm not sure. But, oh my gosh. If you buy a tattoo machine, practice. Please practice. So this is just a box. Okay, let's look at this. So I've never owned a tattoo gun. It's a tattoo machine. But I won't be rude about it. I've never owned a tattoo gun before. However, this is user-friendly to me. But for others, I guess they couldn't figure out how to put it together. You just plug it in. I'm confused. Okay. I read reviews on this. And seen people are not pushing the tattoo. I gotta remember not to look down. I forgot how to be a reactor. Seen people are not pushing the tattoo wire into their gun. You have to use a little force and it will not cut out while using. I don't know. My only complaint is I wish it came with it. I'm just like, why are you laughing at people like you're probably doing terrible tattoos with this? My only complaint is I wish it came with a bigger liner needle and another skin. I have read that the ink is not great quality, which I had to do a lot of passes on the skin to get the deep black normal tattoos have when fresh. And I noticed the ink gets kind of thick when it sits. How long is it sitting? Holy crap. And maybe it's paint. Who knows? I'm new to this, so I'm not sure if that's what normal tattoo ink does. So I feel like it's kind of, I mean, I would maybe question the tattoo kit. Like, I would maybe question the ink. Like, ink's one of those ones that I definitely try to get ink from a reputable source. Like, I know about makeup, how, like, the makeup with poop in it, the makeup with pee in it, and then you buy it on eBay, and you think it's like, oh, it's a dupe for the high quality. I'm like, you might as well just actually buy something that costs $1 because that's what you're paying for, the doo-doo makeup. Anyway, I'm sure the similar thing happens to tattoo ink, so I try to buy from good sources for that because that's permanently in people's bodies. I think it's rude of this person. Maybe I should, like, block off their names. It's just kind of rude to be critical of other people who are struggling when this is also your first time using a tattoo machine. And also, a bigger liner needle and another skin. Just buy a bigger liner and another skin. Like, this is a kit and you knew what it came with. So maybe if you knew about lining and everything, you would have been like, oh, I definitely need a larger liner than that. You could have bought it from the start. But you don't know what you're talking about. So just practice with this crap. I'm being so shady. Maybe not shady, feisty. I've read the ink is not great quality, which I had to do a lot of passes on the skin to get the deep black normal tattoos have. I'm guessing a lot of passes. I feel like if it looks black, unless it's like watered down or something, it's probably going to look generally black, like if you pull a straight line with it. I would guess that you have to do multiple passes because you're not stretching the skin and you don't know how to hold or use the tattoo machine. So you have to scratch, like a scratcher does, scratch the ink in. And since you scratched it in instead of actually pulled a solid line, that's why you have to go over it multiple times. So, but I wouldn't not fault the ink, but also you don't know what you're talking about. If you're new at this, yep, you're new to this, so maybe it's not your department to leave a review. Like, I don't know if this is normal. Like, maybe this is not an informed review. And then you said you think the ink is bad quality and it took you a lot of tries, but you still gave it 5 stars. Interesting. Questionable. And, yeah, this just looks like someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Like, none of these lines are straight. And also, she said skin, but I was thinking skin, like I thought she was tattooing herself. But either way, the fake skin, when I was doing fake skin, like when I realized that like my fake skin was cheap garbage, that it's not going to be realistic to an actual tattoo, I mostly just tried to like make my line straight, smooth. It wasn't going to be a solid line. Even with like name brand, high quality inks, it was never going to be a solid black line. I can maybe turn the machine up all the way, which isn't realistic to like actual like tattooing a person. I guess you could, but not necessarily the same. Basically, I just focused on holding the machine and lining, and it's not going to be solid. Your fake skin is not going to be a showpiece unless it's like the Pound of Flesh or like some other like good quality brand that is actually like you can get ink into it, because my little rubber like flaps of skin, I could not. I would, if I tried to make it black, it would just like get to a solid patchy gray, and it wouldn't get any blacker no matter how many times I went over it. So don't focus on that. Focus on getting your lines better. And I really hope this is as far as you meant with the skin wasn't turning black with the ink, because none of these lines are good. But keep practicing. Just buy another one. Buy another one. Use a thicker needle. Buy a thicker needle. I don't know what to tell you. Figure it out. Oh my god. It's under the second skin though, so it's... This is going to be the last one. Good kit. Very user-friendly. Just make sure to do your research. Still bought a tattoo machine on Amazon like that. I practiced on fake skin once and went straight to tattooing myself, which typically isn't advisable. But I've done extensive research and kept everything sanitary. One thing I will say, don't use the ink. You can buy some dynamic ink on here that works well and comes with a lot for cheap. The black ink in this kit comes out more grayish unless you go over it multiple, and I mean multiple painful times. So maybe it is the ink, but also this just sounds like you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, only ever hurt when retracing lines. So I think being in control definitely helped ease pain and anxiety. Other than the ink, this kit is great. I think it could benefit by having more than one pair of gloves, but gloves are cheap, so it's not a huge issue. Overall, I say get it. Just make sure to buy separate ink and green soap, and you're golden. Tattoo away, and please do your research before tattooing anyone's skin. Okay, I question that you did your research because you're still tattooing yourself at home. It's under some second skin or Saniderm. The lines don't... It's hard to tell because this is a horrible picture to look at. Man, I wish they had another... Yeah, you can see that. I'm just sticking with this one. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it a pomegranate? Is it a dog? I don't know. I feel like if you did your research and knew what you were doing, you probably wouldn't have bought this kit in the first place. If you were gonna buy a tattoo machine off of Amazon and actually did your research, you probably would have never tried that original ink multiple painful times before you realized, hey, this ink sucks. Maybe you would have just bought a tattoo machine, bought needles, bought the gloves that it didn't come with enough of, bought the green soap. Like, you could have just bought all that separately from the start. Questionable. And then this tattoo, even though it's under the second skin, I'm gonna say that looks questionable too. And I heard something stick back up. Sometimes, like, when you do a line in a tattoo, sometimes you do have to, like, go over it if you, like, didn't get it in deep enough. But usually you should only have to go over it, like, maybe, like, one extra time. But, like, I don't know about multiple, because if it's still not in, maybe just call it quits, let it heal, because trying, three multiples, the ink's just gonna fall out anyway. So I would say call it quits if you're struggling. If you chewed up the skin, hopefully let all the ink fall out. scab up, pick out the scabs with clean fingers. Don't give yourself an infection. But picking the scabs, let the ink fall out. Then try again once you've had like another year on fake skin to actually learn, maybe. I don't know. Wait till you're a licensed professional. No, I don't know. That's what I advise legally. Do I say anything else? Well, I kind of had fun going through the Amazon tattoo kit things. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments below. Let me know if you wish I went over more, did less. Let me know if you wish I was more organized. I don't know. If you'd like more just like flabbergasted reactions, or if you like my explanations. I feel like I just over-explain everything, and maybe that's just who I am. Like, maybe this is just what you're gonna get from me. But let me know what you think. You know, I can maybe take direction, but either way, any comment will help boost my engagement and help lift up my channel, and I love you guys for that. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Like I said, don't forget to follow me on my Instagrams at CandanceL, and then my tattoo Instagram at Chromatic Sauce. It'll be linked in the description down below. And definitely not on my tattoo Instagram, but my CandanceL Instagram. Definitely send me things if you want me to react to anything specific. An article, post, pictures, piercings, tattoos. I don't know. Shoot me any ideas, anything. I'm down. And yeah, I guess I don't have anything else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love ya. See you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Anyway, I'm confused. I gotta drink my soda and edit at least one of these videos and post it. Anyway,